No, now you're okay.
So briefly, that's my introduction. So we introduce ourselves. Now that I think we're full house. Nemo. Anybody else coming?
Yeah. Let's coming.
There's one.
Edward,
Edward's the
Edward, is there anybody coming? How we can start?
Some will be coming.
They'll join us, right?
They'll join us as time goes.
Okay, so we only have like an hour or something, so we can start by introduction. That's my introduction.
Okay.
And I like. I'm born again. I'm a believer. We're doing all this because of Jesus. So we can start with you here, and you can tell us what you do, maybe so that I can.
Hi. I'm Jared Gambo. I'm a student at the University of Kadenga. I take clinical medicine.
Clinical medicine.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I'm Walter Wilson, a graduate from Oxford University. I took renewable energy and biofuel technology.
You took what?
Renewable energy and biofuel technology.
Renewable energy.
Renewable energy.
Biofuel.
Biofuel technology.
I'm Edward Omani Nyameni. Wilson here is part of my team to make whatever project I have to click. I'm dealing with rather than renewable energy, I'm doing biomass. To come up with a biofuel that is affordable to the widows and children, so that they can ignore the firewood and appreciate whatever I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Anne Murithi. I'm Murithi's wife.
Oh,
you didn't know?
So you were outside?
Yes, it is me to
Inside the vehicle?
back.
No, you don't know. You know, we really came outside, then we started talking, and then we came to the office.
I left our phone.
He
was on phone.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
And okay, this is ready.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you are next one.
I'm the bottom row here. Working in the country hospital as a procurement officer. But I love business. I love most what I do.
You say you are the product.
I work in the county hospital, Nandi Hills, as a procurement officer. On top, I love business. I usually do some business.
Oh, you are in procurement.
Yeah.
Yes,
and I also do procure items
for this
institution.
For this institution.
They are not allowed.
I know.
I'm a civil servant.
Okay. Okay. Now there's business there because you can register an organization. Lockforge can give you business.
Give them business.
No, you can give them leads to business.
Yeah, you can tell them what things to buy.
What is needed, when, and how.
As well as supplies concerned. Their business.
My friend? Oh. Oh. You're so much into renewable energy. This thing has to give you money, Bana.
Please do. Please do. Yes, I to you all. My name is Ronald Dubi. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm running a nursing, I'm a dental nursing home at Magombo. There's a small town on the way from Karoga that we're going to take. So I've run my project for this is the third year. So I need to push the financials so that we can make sense to our community and ourselves.
So, yeah, I'd said my name, but I'll still say for those ones who have just come, my name is Stanislav Zinsati. This is my school. It's a primary board from standard 4 to 8. They score from 5th class to standard 3. I've been learning this institution for the last 20 years. There's challenges here and there, but still we should have openness and first offers in school, as I said. But you see, those are some of the things we need to assist the community to move forward, especially those bright children who cannot be able to education. So here we commanded them to see how we can assist them. Those participants, they have the cost, and then the other school needs. There are those ones who don't even have anything at all, assist them fully for everything. So that's why at times we need some friends at least to boost some of those things like facilities. Like now for the challenge, because okay, this for us I started this year. That's why I've got a challenge. It used to be the only reporting from Sanford Beach. But this for us, when I started, so it needs transport. That's why I've got a challenge with the old Kanisa there, which is one. But then it breaks down almost all the time. And since that, most of the time you find that some of these parents are not able to finance or pay the school fees. So I have to look for funds from somewhere at least to maybe apply for a council and pay for transport, so that we can assist some of these youths who are running business. So those are some of the challenges. That's why I say that if we can have something and put some lending fund, as we realize that we are already given a check, so that as you become stable, and then you make sure that you fund the funds so that you can have one of those areas.
You've been running for 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
But you've been
those 20 years you should be only reporting. And now I realize that the people in the community around cannot even afford to.
Where are most of the students from?
The boarding is usually Morova and Europe County. Europe County.
By county,
But
but
this
this is a different county from here, right?
Yeah, this is Nyamira County, and this is Kisii County.
And then the middle.
It's Migori.
Okay.
Those are counties. You know, we have what, 5 counties.
7.
7 counties. Yeah.
This is South Nyanza. This is
No, this is Nyanza.
Nyanza
province, the
former
Nyanza province. That's where Kisii used to be on one.
Yes, I remember one Kisii. Kisii district. Yes.
So it was
The great Kisii. Yes.
Yeah, it was split into two. Nyamira district and the Kisii district. That's where we are from.
You guys really value education?
Well, because you can value it simply if you know what the institution is.
No, I'm saying parents really push it for education to their children.
Yeah,
I like where I come from, where you grow up, you go to business, day one.
Parents here, they find education so much, except that the resources, that's where the only problem are. Resources is limited. But when you realize that, in fact, as I said earlier, if I say that all the orphans come here, and I don't have the space.
And I want to ask, where do they educate? After we educate them, where do they go? After the parents educate this generation,
Yeah, this generation.
where does this generation go? Because
They got Nairobi employment in Nairobi. But you see, Nairobi is here now.
yeah, Nairobi now is in the county.
Yeah, Nairobi is not the county.
Okay. So basically, umesikia vile mimi nataka. Mama, I'll repeat it for your sake, and you,
And yeah, this one's
the two of you. What we do is empower, not for profit, but to make him stable, and then empower him. We give you 10 shillings, you make it 15, you give us back my 10, and you can tell me I made 3 shillings on top of the 10, I'll give you 1 for the next person. I've become as layman can become. That's the simplest I can say. Never simplify. I give you 10 shillings, you go buy mboga, Sell, make a profit. Tell me, already this is 10 shillings that you give me, fast and fast. Now in the 10 I made 3. Use this 1 shilling for the next person. So I now have 11. When I come to him, I'll have a 12. We build each other. So mine is a seed that will grow. So I was telling him here and the rest, we depend on your goodwill for him to come in. Should you fail, he's failing. Meaning the whole chain is broken again. I gave an example and I gave a vivid, I gave my wish. I wish I could get Mama Wasoko. Because Mama Wasoko, they never ask for millions. They only ask for 500. Why? Because they know if they buy boga ya shilingi 500, kisha atauza 700, akurudishie 500 yako, baki na 200 ataendelea kuweka stock. They are very good investors. And again I said, it's a high time the corporate businessman come back to the streets and learn the art of the street. The art of the street is very simple. Priorities. Mama Wasoko, the boda guy, the mechanical Juakali, they are passing the learned, educated entrepreneur in one way, the systematic way of doing things. Because Mama Wasoko akikwambia hana pesa, hamaanishi hana. Anasema kuna pesa lakini ni ya chama. Deal with it. Deal with it. Deal with it. Yes. So it's for you to deal with it. She has no money. The same with the boda. The boda guy will carry and tell you, hii hapa ya kwanza ni ya mwenye gari, mwenye motorbike. Right? After they get ya mwenye motorbike anakwambia ni ya mafuta. Alafu anakwambia ni yangu. So by the end of the day they have a force pushing them to achieve more. Because 1, 2, 3 trips in the mwenye gari, so sina pesa. But he's very sure that tomorrow he'll get the car, the motorbike, because of the first 3 clients. But we, the corporate entrepreneurs, we are climbing the wrong ladders. I was telling them, unakazana kukimbia, unapanda ngazi, ukifika juu unakuta, oops, I was not coming here. What do? Start coming down. Time is going. I like that you say you've been here for 20 years. For 20 years you've been doing the ladder. Right now you can go home and go school and run. Why? You've mastered the art. Mastering the art of a business. I was telling them, I really wanted to work with startups in Kenya. But it's very hard to work with startups. Because somebody could be climbing a wrong ladder. Na mimi nakusaidia kupanda ngazi yenye si yako. Ukifika juu, nikwambia pesa yangu iko wapi? Unaniambia, oh, hata si huko tunaenda. What do I do? Na invest. Remember, I'm not a donor, I'm an investor, and I'm expecting to bring them. As soon as he graduates, he's coming. I don't want him to fungia huyo akigraduate, because they are coming out very fast. The graduations are every day. The minds that are coming out of universities are very many, and we need to accommodate all of them. So we'll only accommodate all of them if we know we're helping you stand. We're helping you run, not stand. Itakuwa ngumu sana kuambia mtu tuende tukaanze. Unafikiria what do you think you can become a teacher? You open a school and then I think I'm an addict. No, I don't mean medicine, I mean doctor. I mean dentist. I mean optician. By the time you're going round and round and round, 1, you're wasting time. 2, this generation is coming. Very fast.
Catching up.
Oh Lord. I saw somebody, I carried hivi akizaliwa, ako second year. I was like, I'm growing old. And in 2 years, she'll be calling me asking for jobs. I should show you my emails. Zimejaa. Applications. So what I'm saying is, 1963, which is me in this sense, or we in this sense, is willing to come in a business and inject it or catapult it to the next level. You say you want a bus. Show us your financial plan. 1, shows your income plan, projections, right? And then 3 shows your payment plan. Then I make 10 shillings per month. I spend 8 shillings on my upkeep of the school. I have 2 shillings which I am comfortably sharing with you, 1 shilling and remaining with 1. That makes sense, right? Because we broke down from 10 to 1. I make 10, I use 8 to run the school, I remain with 2. I'm willing to give you 1 to remain with 1. I'll give you this one for 6 months, you'll get your 6 shillings back. Or for 10 months, you'll get your 10 shillings back. In the 10 months, I should be able to set him up to pick these 10 shillings. Tunaelewana? He picked the 10 shillings and told me again, by now it's not 10, it's 11, because you gave me a shilling. Remember you gave me a shilling? I tell you, I have 11 shillings here. How much do you want? 9. How much do you want? 2. Now we have 2 people we can carry. Twende tukiendelea, tukijaza, the circle grows and grows and grows and grows. That is my number one approach. The corporate us. Wale watu wanataka milioni 2, milioni 1.5, milioni 3. The second approach and the last approach is the mama soko. Actually, I should go and think on how I'm going to approach this market. Because if I empower mama soko, I've empowered him, the son. Let's be real. If I give your father and your mother money, who will help you first? So my next approach is your mother, our mothers. I take like 1 million shillings. Si kazi yangu ni kusaidia watu wakisimamie. Si ndio? Na warudi, wamama soko wanarudisha.
I'm saying wasaidia.
Wasimame, warudishe na waende. If I divide this
with no profit.
Hata kama utaniambia nitakupesununi.
And nauliza with profit ama without profit.
You have to give me profit. You have to give me profit because he is expecting to come in. You understand?
Yeah.
Remember, it's not interest. It's shares in the profit. I want us to be clear on that. That's a very good question. It's the shares in the profit. Yes. So it's an equity, yes. I don't want to sound so Nairobi Stock Exchange. I want to look mwananchi. I want to talk like mwananchi wa kawaida. You'll tell me, Muridi, I make 10 shillings in the 20 shillings you gave me. I am willing to give you 2. Who am I to say no? So long as pesa yangu siko. Si ndio hii? Na wewe ndio umedecide kunipea 2, nipe. I come to him. I not come to him with 10 shillings now. I'll come with 12. What I'm doing, ma'am, I'm trying to avoid the donor syndrome. The donor syndrome is where I was telling them, I was raised in a church. We were raised in a place where we used to receive donor. Unajua donor, nakupea donor, siku ile atakosa anakasirika. You're avoiding that. Donor fatigue and dependency syndrome is killing the church. By church, I mean all of us. I don't mean building church. So what I'm doing is coming in the corporate enterprise, social enterprise. So nilipea shilingi 12, si ndio? Nakuja kwa huyu. Anataka 6, anataka 6. Nimechukua wangapi? So if should I take the 1 million divide by wamama soko watakange pesa nyingi 2,000. I'll do like exactly. Thank you. You see why she's here. So with 250, with 1 million, I can do 250 months, and I'm very sure after 3 months I'll get another lot of 250 a month because they will bring back the money. Why am I bringing the mama's part in this conversation? Trustworthy, integrity, discipline, and consistency, which this generation is lacking. The reason why I'm saying this generation is because I'm here because they called me. The circle that I'm going to build in Nyamira is going to be built by these people. And I'm not going to dish money. I'm going to have a contract, a deed. I'll give you money. You don't care. I'll just come and tell afande chukua huyu, mweke ndani wanipe pesa yangu. Because we can't break a circle.
It is a deal.
It's a deal.
contract, terms and conditions.
Actually, my lawyer right now is working on them. I told you. I need terms. We are Kenyans, Mama. Oh Lord. We are Kenyans.
You should have that.
We are Kenyans and we love money. So mtu anakuandikia proposal refu hizi. Alafu ukimuuliza ndio wewe, how long have you done that? Nakwambia hiki kitu mama wangu alinifunza. Alifunza wapi? I wish I could be able to give you the applications we have better. People are just whining. I came here because this guy really insisted on the renewable energy thing. And I thought there is something that I don't know about it. So I want to hear it in layman's language. Tell me, Ben, we take powder, we mix with water, we have soup. I'll understand. I hope you get me, eh?
I get you.
So what I'm saying is, tutasaidiana. Lakini tutasaidiana na masharti. Tumeona? We are starting this thing, eh? And I don't want it to start with the wrong foot. Because if we start with the wrong foot, tanguka toka huko nyuma.
So you are starting this thing in the middle?
Yes. Yes. Okay. I've been doing it in Nairobi, Eldoret, Nakuru, but it was just domestic, and then now I'm registering it. That's why I'm telling them I have a lawyer who is coming up with the terms and conditions.
So you have not registered?
We are registered now. We registered a week ago. But we used to give money on a friendly level. And I noticed it can work.
And it was working?
Yes.
Yes,
they know. You heard me say it. They came to my meeting and you heard people say they have the money.
You know, we went to Eldoret. There we were.
How did you know about me?
You
Google.
For real?
Yes.
Oh,
you can Google.
That's interesting. I'm very impressed by that. So they came. They had my meeting, and that day they were lucky because the two of the donors were in the meeting.
Mr. Kota
himself and Hal. They live in the state they had come. Yeah. So they can tell you this story. Our stories.
You know, at the reception we were returned back.
Why?
So we were like, what did we do?
Unfortunately, the tribal thing.
Mr. What do you call it? Not Kota.
Hal
himself is the one who told the receptionist they are coming for me. Just allow them to go to them.
I noticed people in Eldoret are very tribal. Some of them had a problem with me becoming an Kikuyu. I didn't apply. Why do they have a problem with me being called Mureithi?
You are smart than them. So,
somebody wrote a very dirty mail about me and forwarded it to Kota. And then Kota sent me. Mzungu nani? Mzungu anakuza, is this true?
Nakwambia ona hii.
Explain.
So I was telling my wife, I don't know why people are becoming so tribal. Mtu wako 21 na anitukana mimi Mkikuyu. Why? What's wrong with me? I didn't apply to be born in Actually, I was telling my wife, I hope the reception you get in Nyamira is not at what we got in Eldoret. So I tell the guys to give me concept. One Kikuyu, that's a very good concept, but in the middle of them all. So I'm afraid of helping this one guy, and not all of them, because they will think
I'm
a nepotist. Yeah. The guy is in Eldoret town, Katikati. The guy needs a car wash. He has got a space. He has all his facts right. He has space. He knows where to get the machine. He knows how much he'll charge. He knows how much he needs and how much he'll pay me.
And how much it will generate.
Imagine! The guy called John. Very nice, mpaka anakutabilitia. And then he has experience on running he was employed in a car wash. So you can I think I want this guy. But now his name is Jeroki.
And that is be what?
Those guys are... So I was saying I hope I get a nice reception here, because those guys, it is hard to work with them. Why am I saying that? Because this is a long-term thing. You heard what Kota said. This is a long-term thing. This thing we can do forever and ever. Tusaidia watu kaa 500 because these people are giving us money. But they don't want us to take the money and drink chana. They want us to invest, to be social entrepreneurs. You getting me?
Yes.
So anybody who has a concept, apart from the two of them, anybody who has a concept that thing can be addressed by this meeting. By addressing means, you tell us you want to be selling sugar cane. I'll tell you, let us add value to the sugar cane and then sell it for better shillings. Raise it here now, and then I'll give you a website. I think I have some cards. I'll give my money. You can set the submission, and then I can go through it. Maybe before we give the money, we can advise on what to do first, because there's some concepts that need to be worked on before they are funded. Signal owner. Like you, I told you I need your bank statement. You heard what I said?
I sent you.
You sent me?
Yes. Even including it that you are to
Oh yeah.
me back.
Yeah. Your bank statement, I'll say this because of all of us here. When running an institution, there are two people, you and the institution. I don't want your bank statement. I want the institution's bank statement. One. Two, your financial plan. By financial plan is what I mean. I make 10 shillings. I use 7 shillings to run the institution or organization. The remaining 3 shillings, I pay myself 1 shilling. And I'm willing to spend the 2 shillings on repaying my resource or my money, my loan or my capital. You understand? How do you plan to do it? How do you plan to use this 10 shillings that I'm giving you? I'm planning to buy an ambulance at X shillings, or if you can source it for me, no problem. Give me 3 places to source. I just give those guys a call, they can call, they confirm the number. They don't have to look like we want the money. We want the ambulance.
The ambulance, yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
We don't want money, we want the ambulance.
Yes.
I'm using an ambulance as an example.
Yes.
You want the ambulance. You can source from A, B, C, D. And if D lacks, call me, we'll look for another one. And if I get another one, I'll get back to you. Make sure that the need is addressed. And our need here is not money. I'll go back to you because you're telling me you need money. We don't need money. We need resources.
Yeah, resources.
Kama utakupea gari unianze kunilipa pesa yangu, shida yako ni nini?
Hakuna sile gari.
There's no problem.
Unataka gari.
And kama nataka gari, then with the deal and so forth and the
When you ambia na mwanisi gari talked up.
and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand? Ours is not
No, it's not.
money. When dealing with donors, I'll tell you this, I've worked with organizations. When dealing with donors or investors, 2 things are very important. Remain focused to the goal. Because most of the donors think that money comes fast. I'm a sharp businessman. Trust me, I'm a good salesman. I was the best salesman for Safaricom for 3 years, the whole country. They gave me good money. I was paid. And one secret I'll tell you, before you sell anything, sell yourself. Package yourself, sell yourself. I have crazy confidence. I've knocked doors. I've sat with kings, not because I'm good, but because I know the self-branding mechanism, psychology, how it works. So when dealing with anybody, don't sell your need first. Usiuze shida yako kwanza. Use it. Once you sell yourself, they'll come running. I should show you my emails when I resigned. Bob Collins was like, are you sure you want to leave? Yes. Are you sure you know where you're going? Yes. After 3 weeks, did you make up your mind? Yes. I was telling them how I quit. I discovered, oops, this office is blocking me from becoming me. I quit. Once I quit when I was getting married. I quit in November, I was getting married in December. All my family thought I was mad. How do you quit when getting married? How? My mom told me, you know, getting a wife is very hard. I said, come here, no problem. I don't sleep hungry. You national is day from you. I went, I sat myself, I noticed the art of self-actualization. I discovered, okay, everything is possible if I only become like I know what I want. So I'll come to you, sell you the business concept, and then leave you to think. You will call me. Oh God, you will. And if you don't call me, I'm very crazy. I write you a mail. Tell me why you didn't call me. I've gone to the interview. You don't call me back and tell me I failed. You have to answer me. Tell me I failed and why I failed. It's my right to know my weakness. If you lack my strength, well, I'm good. But it's very good you address my weakness so that the next interview I go, I'll avoid it.
Yes.
That's how I landed in Safaricom. They called people, they didn't call me. How I wrote them a mail. Why did you call me? You said you'll call. They're like, who are you? My name is Murithi. You promised you'll call me. I was to come for interview and the interviews are done. Oh, I would like to speak to your HR. Because she said she'll call. She didn't call. They had to call me. Wale nani huyu? Not late interview. Nani yako na guts hivyo nasumbua? Because I used to do a mail every morning. 3 weeks. Dear sir, stop madam. We said you're going to call me. I'm still waiting for your call. Dear sir, where do you sit? I would like to come. Mara mwisho nilipigiwa simu na 07000001. I went to an interview, I sat down. Actually it was not an interview, ilikuwa kuzusha. Because me I wanted to know 2 things. Why did you call me and what was my weakness in my CV? What did you like?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I was hired. I got my letter the same day, Friday, Saturday. I went with it home. And that was my beginning. Because I worked for them for 5 years, from one level to another. I've sold Safaricom all over the country. I was the lead marketer, Lipa and Pesa, the whole country. From Nairobi to Ugis, from Nairobi to Lamu. They paid for everything for me. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because of our approach towards our problem. Sometimes our problems become so big that they cover you. Mpaka uone kitu kingine. Unatembea tu ukiona gari. Sometimes you don't need a car. You need to sell yourself. Say, hi, I have a school. The school is doing very well. With a bus, you can do better. Unakaa chini. Wachana nayo. Oh God, it will eat me up because I know you have kids and you know how schools work and you need a bus. I'm using him as an example. You have orphans. You have widows. They cook with firewood. It's rainy here. It's wet firewood. You have oil or gas that they could use. You know how you package yourself. I showed you Coca-Cola. You see red, you see Coca-Cola. I don't care what. If you see that red, where is it? You know this red. If you see it and see a white, what do you think? And it's not a soda, it's a seat. Hello. It's a wall. But it's a psychological game. So I'll urge you, when writing your proposals, have a facts right. Ronald, back to you. You have a very good idea. This Negro is running a place where people are getting healed. People are getting what on upon. People need that. It's a local hospital. But how do you carry it? Express the need in the area. Don't be afraid. I'm not limiting you towards in that. So it's very big, yeah? Put it there. And then mention the need in, don't direct message me on the need. Go around but address the need. When I send, because I don't decide on who to give money, we have a board meeting, which we'll be having today, an online board meeting, we discuss these things. I can be able to say, you guys, let's go back to number 5. I think there's something we're missing here. You're getting me? You're getting me?
Yeah.
And then, that is the corporate world. And then now we go back to Mama Mboga. How our priority right? Mama Mboga priority yake iko right. Hata kama hakuenda shule. Anatoa pesa hapa, lakini anajua ni ngapi.
Bank.
You know what I mean? They know what they want.
Focused.
They know how they'll get it. And even if it takes forever, they'll still get it. Sindio?
Yeah.
So, I have to request us to go back to ourselves. Call me, I'll give you my number. Call me. Let's discuss your idea before you put it down. I want to help people in Nyamira. I want to come back here and access the success of the story that started. Like Lorna in Eldoret. We gave her money, she opened a shop. I think she's selling something. She got some tender with the Kenya pipeline. She supplied, she got a profit for like 300,000. She gave us back the money and told us this is yours. And I don't know why we don't have people like that in Eldoret. Another thing, my friends, young people, listen to me. I don't want to fund you. I want to fund your business. You are in procurement. I want you to correct me. Do you deal with individuals or companies? Companies. Company.
They change the things to
Companies.
County. They change.
You understand what I'm saying? So when applying for my partnership in your business, it will be very wise if you register in a company. I use a very bad example, but it's true. You know Anoigoro? The rich governess. She was not arrested. Do you know why she was not arrested?
She registered so many companies.
It's not her, it's a company.
It's a company. What do you get?
Tumeelewana? I hope I'm educating somebody. So, tell me my company XYZ needs some help. I listen. But don't tell me I need XYZ. Could register company address. You have Huduma Center here. Go to Huduma Center with 3 names, give them 300 shillings and sit there and wait for a company name to come out. And then take it to your lawyer. They'll protect that name for you. They reserve that name for you. Take it to your lawyer, tell the lawyer, I need this business registered. They'll tell you we need 500. 10, 15,000, tell them, go ahead, I'll pay. I'll start paying on it. Let me work, and then this company will pay you. Every lawyer will gladly help you do that. Because all they need is a stamp. Umenielewa? Usifanye kazi kama watu tu wa 1930. We are young people, entrepreneurs, we have the brains, we have the opportunities. Let's sit down. Wachana na Huduma Center. Huduma Center si ID peke yake na birth certificate. Huduma Center ni ya kuleta company karibu yako. She's in procurement. You deal with companies. Sometimes you don't even know the owner. You call them. Huyu naye anasumbua watu sana. Centuries anasumbua watu sana. Right? And they are rewarded. Si ndio?
Yes.
And they are paid.
They are paid, yeah. They can sue the institution.
Thank you. But wewe ukiwa sijui ya William anaenda kusuu. Unasuu nani? And your lawyer, the same lawyer who registered this company, utamwambia wametandana pesa yangu. You know I'm saying this because it is real. Waambie ukweli sidanganye.
Ni ukweli si amtuja.
Companies work. Umenisikia? Young people, I wish I was told this before. I work with the county. My wife and I work with the county. We do business with the county. And sometimes you walk in those corridors unasikia tu jina yako ikitajwa. Hawa wanasumbua lakini unajua tu korona yako ni mimi. Ni company. Mpaka kuna siku nienda kwa gazeti kupiga kelele. But I don't say that Murithi said that the county government is not paying. No. The provider, the legislature said you are not paying. They paid. Oh.
And they fear the company.
I'm saying this because of us. So, let's start with the basic. Have the concept. As we are thinking through the concept, remember you are the first people to do this in this town. As you think through the process, the gesture, actually, kureserve dinner is expensive.
150. Business name no 150.
Business name.
Only. And if you're a businessman,
The process ya kuregister online inafika kwa payment inakwama. So I don't know.
go to Huduma. Tweet Huduma, they'll take care of you. Trust me. So tumeelewana marafiki wangu. So I want us to talk business. Anybody with a question, comment, because our time is far much gone. And I think, yeah, we're done it halfway. We can interact for 1 hour or 45 minutes, and then we can decide on what to do next. I hope I was clear and I did not offend anybody, right? No, it's not okay. Yeah.
Now that for those who we have at least we have started a business.
Mm-hmm.
We have registered. We have the name. We have the certificates.
Mm-hmm. I saw your papers.
Yeah, that's the point I want to ask you. That what can we do now from here?
For this case, I'll address you.
Yes.
Yes, and you. I'm addressing because he has already applied. I saw your name in my list. Do this, Ronald.
Yeah.
Have your facts right.
That's right.
Unaelewa? Have your facts right. Have your facts right. By facts I mean, I need A, B, C, D. Right? The source of A is A, B, C, D. The source of D is A, B, C. The source of D are Kenya shillings. Meaning you've done your homework. You've shopped around. Right?
I hope I did that, and then when I have that draft, because I told you that I need some machines at this cost. I have done that.
Have you supplied any?
Yes, I've done that.
Really? I can check.
Check, and even I give you a document with that small budget of what I need and how much. Yes.
Okay. Why don't we start with one? Let's not buy a car or a driver and a mechanic and everybody. Why don't we buy a car first? I hope I've broken it down nicely.
Yes.
Why don't we say we need a bus? I'm using it as an example. And you say, we're building trust. Remember, we're building trust, eh? In 6 months, I'll have done ABCD. And after ABCD, I intend to go to the driver. After the driver, I intend to the conductor. And then in 3 years, I intend to finish everything. Would you mind doing that? It's not hard. Whatever you gave me, break it down to the priorities. Remember we talked about on Masoko, priorities.
Yes.
It's very hard for us to ask for help for 5 things. To go to opposition, just let's stick to one. Let's address the need and why it's needed. And then the budget, of course, will be now a quarter. If you wanted like 4 things, one will be a quarter of the whole budget. We can now come back to it. And you can even give us, you can even indicate we are free to come and access your property, ABCD. Understand?
Yes.
Please do that. I like your proposal. That's why I came. You can imagine you're top happy. So just break it down and feel free to ask for phone calls. Feel free to consult us, me and Larry. Ask for a phone call and facilitate on how we can talk. We can do a conference call. We normally have conference meetings, even with the people in Eldoret. Do you remember some young guys that were doing software for doing something, homework in university? One was there.
Maybe we came late.
No, you came earlier. You came late. Yes. And then he left. He was the last one to leave too, because you left. That guy is coming up with a software where you can do your homework online, submit online, the teacher marks online and then sends you online. And Larry thought it was good. However, we thought of making it better. So we've been having conference calls. We're having one today. For that, I'm telling you, I'll leave by 4 o'clock. We do a conference call and they are assisted. And right now we're really trying to get them more work online. Coders, they code online. the web design online. They have done our website. I'll send you the link, and they are paid. I paid them, right? So when you ask for some meetings like that, the seriousness of the person is seen, and then we can now grow from that, because we diverted them from their call of inventing of that software to creating simple softwares or applications that will give the money. Okay? So feel free to be open. I was telling you, my mind is very open. I learn. So just do that. Get back to me. I'll always get back to you. You know I will. And if I say I'll call back, I call back, even if you switch off your phone. Yes. I called you very early today.
Okay, thank you very much for that. You see, okay, like me, I'm interested with the peaceful person, assist me in the transportation. So, what do you need?
Have a fax right.
Yeah, fax
Need.
right, okay.
Why do you need it? How do we pay it?
Yeah, the need.
Uh-huh.
And they have date.
Mm-hmm.
You need quotation.
Yes, several quotations. It looks like you know what you're looking for. If you go to 1, 2, 3 people, just say you can source from ABCD. And
Statements.
yes, my financial statement. I think this guy can assist you. Are they in your name or the business name?
Business name.
How many signatories are in that account?
I think. Okay.
How many signatories are in that account?
Yeah, okay.
They are partners in the the registration.
No, the registration is supposed to be, but they are my directors and they are my signatories.
Oh.
Same for this goal.
Do you know anything about meds?
Let's
Meds, they sell, they give drugs. You know them? Oh, you do?
I know them, but they don't supply the drugs. They used to supply some dispensary supplies.
Why don't they supply you?
Okay, I'm purchasing my drugs from direct from the chemist, but I'm not done with the other company.
I was thinking meds are cheap.
Yeah.
Very.
Did you want the original?
Oh, they're not original?
They are generics.
You see now I learn again. Oh,
Generics.
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested so much. Let me ask something.
no problem, sir.
For example, you see, if we get quotation or whatever, we need is 5 million or 3 or 4 million. Will you be able to provide me on that one, or it's maybe some and then I go to the bank and some bad money from the bank?
How much do you have for yourself? I prefer to ask that. I'll be the bad person here. Because they'll ask me that. They'll ask you, we want 3x. How much do you have to offer? Like I said, it's better to work with
because the way of the payment was that one I had paid, and maybe because at times you might like the bank, you see, the bank at times they can finance up to 95%.
So you're asking how much can they finance?
No, I'm just saying, yeah. So if the deposit is maybe you have 5% and then they can give you 5%.
I'm trying to think, sir. I don't want to call it financing.
Yes, you see, that's
I don't want to call it financing, because financing is like we buy for you. I want to call it an investment for both of us and you. So it will be very good for you if you tell me how much you have. The bus costs 10 shillings. I have 3. Can you give me 7? Yeah, please consider that. The bus costs 10 shillings.
Yeah.
I have 3.
Yeah.
Give me 7.
I have 7.
You see, but the bus costs 6 million.
Yeah, ndio nasema.
Just 6 million, you have got 1.5. What can they finance?
Yes.
So we say what deposit we have and what we want total. Second say, yeah. The total, what you have and what you want to be taught. For that particular
Tumeelewana na wewe. So you can give me that information later. You can just write my email here. Then you can share it to Ben. Just like to tell it, it's very easy. Ben at 1963.io. IO.
I will talk with the doctor.
Yes.
Listen. Yeah, but
Any other question?
Just a comment. Mr. Ben, I appreciate you advising me and go for registration.
How do I register?
No, let me say this. Let me tell you this.
Tell me, sir.
You know, I was in the idea of registering an NGO. I was given a figure of 30,000. So the amount I spent in making a machine that will utilize my ideas. Now, I've been doing the research and whatever, in the belief that only an NGO can offer assistance. But when I came to you,
why did you think an NGO do? Why are you calling yourself an NGO? No, you're not an NGO.
I'm not an NGO, and I never wanted to be an NGO because it is expensive to kind of organize things there. I was for the idea of a company, but for a company you have to have a product and whatever that will be.
No, sir, you don't have to. Ukifungua company, for the past 3 months, they ask you what you are not supposed to do, not what you are doing. If you go to the lawyer, and the lawyer will ask you they'll give you a list of what you're not supposed to do, not what you should do. Umeelewa? Kitambo ilikuwa, I, Edward, want to do ABCD. Right now is, I, Edward, will not do. It gives you an open platform. You understand me? I have registered a company, I have registered an NGO, you know that. So I'm telling you from experience. Go talk to a lawyer. You don't need money to sit with a lawyer. Again, I go back to how do you package yourself. Some people will believe in you when you don't even believe in yourself. And then you become something out of yourself. Ask President Uhuru. Moi believed in him and he was nowhere. Are you too young for that? You understand what I'm saying? Enda tu mwambie, I want to register ABCD. Ni pesa ngapi? 15,000. Sina pesa. However, you can have a payment plan when these things pick up. I'll tell him why you need the registration. I'm approaching some people who want to help me in funding this project and they need me registered. You understand? Kindly register for me this. They will. There's something called pro bono. Pro bono is serving the people. They'll serve you. They'll give you the muhuri. All you need is that muhuri. Because by the time I talk about Huduma Center, your name is already in the system. I don't know any better. And then when you do that, register, come to me now on the next phase now, right? I hope I'm answering you, sir. I really appreciate your kunisumbua.
Thank you. And what is the direction of what? You know, when you are trying to get the business name, they are the one to decide for you.
No, sir.
It's you. I've been dealing with that.
No. Tell him, wewe. Who registered? Who determined the name of the
business name or the company? Registered
was
company.
registered.
Yeah,
Somebody had the
business name. No, they only check if
it's available.
it's available. Somebody is having the same name.
Somebody has it.
They'll tell you no.
If you go to eCitizen right now, there's a platform where they tell you what not to do. No hyphen, no digits like I told you about 1963, no nickname, no, they want a corporate-like name. So it's, a while ago, in the ministry, in the society, the decision of societies and businesses, it was what you do. Umenielewa? I want, me, John, will be selling salt, right? But now it's the other way around. Me, John, will not be selling drugs. You understand? Alafu every lawyer in Kenya has a template. All they do is edit your name, and then they're seeing. You understand? So just get the first name right. Like this is St. George's Nyamira Academy. So you cannot go and say St. George's Nyamira Academy. But if I go and say St. George's Nyamira Schools or group of schools, it will go through.
Yes. Okay, can I use this? You see the name M-Pesa? Is that registered? Because my product, I'm calling it Mkawi. Mkawi Energy.
It's a Mkawi is taken, sir. Mkawi is registered.
I tried to Google, it's not.
Okay, go try it. Just go to Huduma Center with 100 shillings. Tell them try Mkawi.
Search name.
Name search Mkawi. 150. It's 1 minute work, by the way. They'll just ishachukuliwa. Go look for more money. Come with another name. I suggest you become creative.
You know what happened, sir? Like when I was researching my name, Roman is my name, so those are my name. That is Roman, Mason, those are my initials. So I went to Huduma Center with Roman maternity and nursing to search whether is there Roman in Kenya. Roman maternity and nursing. They search, they get that it's nobody who has registered the business, the same name with the same business. So they reserve that name for you for 30 days. In that days you need to get a certificate of registration, certificate of your name. So you go to Huduma Center with your name for your enterprise, search. If your name is not reserved by anybody anywhere, then you register. Within that days.
Then after that,
You will start again.
In case that name is registered, you go for another alternative. You look for another name. You will call it.
Already, you get him. In 30 days. The name is only reserved for 30 days. But you should say Mkawi something. Not just Mkawi
Mkawi points.
or something. If you go with Mkawi peke yake, I think nimeona mahali. Or kama iko, itakusumbua baadaye. So it's very simple. This is St. George's Nyamira Academy. This is St. George's Nairobi Academy. Hata Gilgil kuna St. George's. But the keyword for him is Nyamira. Umeona? So if you want to look like Kenya, there's Mkawi Kenya. Or Mkawi Mashinani. Or Mkawi Shinani. You know? Make it, twist it. Yeah. I was having a very hard time registering 1963. I tried writing 1963 the same one. I tried 1963 Kenya, no. So you.
So officially, what name did they reserve for you?
The name you give.
Then that within those 30 days, companies won't use that name because it is out. Over 30 days, that's expired. It's open. Somebody will done it. Yeah, you said that.
So, Mr. Ben, why don't I do what basically made me like you can? I demonstrate because
no problem, sir.
Hapana, nimekuja sasa weka kwa clinic.
What there is.
Give
me some 2 minutes.
Kuna shida.
When she came in with the bottle, I said she has come with an ingredient of my period. This is an ingredient. You put more, process smoke to reduce. Emissions are what we are trying to curb. Mr. Moretti, what I'll do, because I'm confident of what I'm trying to do, I'll now try to make you
Understand the whole picture.
I've been struggling with the ERC and the NEMA people. Because anything you do with the carbon emissions, you have to go by regulation. So I'm kind of 3/4 there. So with you adding the registration part, that is another bridge to cross. Because NEMA has requirements, ERC requirements, so that the fuel will go to the market. The KBS too. So at least I know you will assist.
I will carry you. Penye nitaweza na kubeba.
Let's.
You want to do it from?
Just 2 minutes. I know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
We appreciate Mr. Ben.
Thank you very much.
We did not have the idea that we needed a company to register for ourselves before we introduce our ideas. We thought that we can present our ideas individually, but since now
you can individually. You can, no problem. However, I was using her as the corporate side of the business, the world business today. Ukataka kuja na jina yako William?
The best way.
But the best way ni ile.
Yes, you said, but actually, like those who are in school right now, at the moment registering a company is so hard, like getting 15,000 to be able to have a company of your own is a challenge. But we're going to try as much as possible. You can decide to register as a group. If it works, then we shall appreciate. Otherwise,
I want you to keep focus, okay?
Yes.
I really believe in you. You've gone through the system of education. You've become an intern. Cultivate your patience, walking towards the right direction. Sindo, don't worry. The world is very bad, but you're worse, so you get it. You can.
Yes, we can.
I know you can. I've been there. I was despised, but I came through the other side. So, vumilia tu, unajua ni ngumu. By the way, students, I want to be honest with you. It's very hard coming into the business world. The corporate world is crazy because wewe mzee umekaa kwa hivi 20 years na endi mahali. You can imagine if you have a school, where will you take it? Protect your territory, sindio? But the more you push, atabai basi ende, toke ende. You will start something somewhere, like and compete with him. He's just an example of the real world outside there. Doctors are all over. Teachers are all over. Lecturers are all over. Engineers are all over. What makes you stand is how strong can you stand when everybody is falling. I feel like I'm preaching, but it's true. Okay?
Yes.
Okay? Please, young guy. Sukumana na watu, siogope, ni wagumu. People are difficult. People are bad. People are evil. But somehow, if you hold on to what you believe in, become the best in your field. Utapenya. Okay? Unasikia, young man? You must be 19, right? You are? It's okay. So don't worry, it's tough, but you can make it. Just be the best. Ukienda wewe ndio unaambianga hapana, si hivyo, ni hivi. Actually, they are very lucky they are hearing me at your age.
Advice. Not like us, very old.
Thank you.
Wonderful. That's 8 years in service.
Oh Lord.
Very soon retire.
Oh, you are very lucky. This guidance and counseling yetu ilikuanga, don't smoke. If you smoke, you'll go mad. Me, I'm telling you, if you want to smoke, smoke. But if you keep your faith and stick to your line, you'll make it. So, how old are you, my guy? Guy, now. Oh, don't have it. You are 27. You're still the same age group. When I'm saying?
30.
You married, right?
Yes.
Did you hear how I responded? You know him? It's the first time you see him.
Anyway, it's good. This is
First time you met.
anyway, I'm common. I'm common.
When you them say, they know you hang around.
Yeah.
What are you doing with yourself right now?
At the moment, I'm really trying to do some applications for every company. I see that.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I do.
County?
Yeah,
Who is your governor here? You have a lot of people. You guys love education.
Yeah.
You know, in Kiambu, we are struggling to find people to hire because everybody is in business.
You come from Kenya?
Yes. People there, wakimaliza tu shule, watakiwa second year.
They disappear.
Biashara inanoga Nairobi.
Kucheza.
They think of business.
So I cannot even get kucheza.
In Nairobi, teachers from Kiambu. Wezi. Na ukipata na kwambia
Yeah, good in business and they invest in
Business.
big mansionette houses. You have never seen Kiambu on your way.
I know it.
Actually hiring somebody from Kiambu, atakusumbua.
First time.
Yako itakuwa part time.
Hata
Huwezi
payment,
kulipa.
hawezi.
True.
Those people, Kiambu.
Huwezi mlipa.
Hao ni watu wako.
Unamsalamia tu mnaachana pale.
Tunawachana. Kila mtu asumuke na wewe.
Actually, a graduate I know of somebody, a friend of mine, brother, my optician, the brother graduated. Akaemployiwa, alifanya kazi miezi 3. Akatoka akaenda. So I was asking, alienda wapi? Akauza magari. You can imagine this age.
Perhaps as we wait that one, if we don't...
Like you left Safaricom.
I can show
Yes,
you.
Like you,
I
eh?
can
Big company.
show you
The company, as they come back, eh? You cannot accommodate the big boys there. Their minds are open.
Yeah. Yes.
Kuja mtana hapa juu. Kuja mtana hapa juu. Kuja. Alvin.
Yeah, in different classes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one hour.
Oh, no problem.